As that storm turns, some Americans still feel the impact of Hurricane Harvey, which hit the Texas Gulf Coast a year ago. Vice President Mike Pence visited the Lone Star State Wednesday to offer support and to check in on continuing recovery efforts there. CBN's White House correspondent Ben Kennedy has the story.
Last year's storm brought a week of death, destruction, and loss. During that time, many turned to their faith, including the second in charge right here behind me at the White House.
Even in the midst of the storm, you were there.
Vice President Mike Pence returned to Rockport, Texas, revisiting First Baptist Church, which was hit hard by the storm.
It's profoundly inspiring to see the way this church and this community rose to the challenge in the wake of Hurricane Harvey.
Pence also met with FEMA workers, disaster relief volunteers, and residents of the area. CBN's Operation Blessing jumped in last year long before the floodwaters receded. The team organized more than 6,000 volunteers to hand out food, water, supplies, and even offer prayer.
Christians all over the world who descended upon Houston put feet to their prayers and literally outpaced FEMA, helping people restore their lives.
Jeremiah Johnson's home was in the disaster zone. Your backyard turned into a lake. Water was creeping up to the front door. How did you get your family of 5 out safe?
Well, thankfully, I have 4-wheel drive, but truly our home had become a moat. Just to put it in context, I'm a father of 5. Our triplet boys were 13 months at the time. We ran out of our home in our PJs, no less, jumped in our family vehicle, put it in 4-wheel drive, but 5 of the 6 evac routes, they were impassable. They were flooded.
Turns out Johnson got his family out safe. While his home did get damaged, others felt a much worse impact. It's been a year. When driving around town, do you still see signs of the destruction of this hurricane?
You do. And unfortunately, there are still people who are not back in their homes. And so if you're watching this and you still want to serve, there are still opportunities for you to serve. And honestly, pray. Prayer makes a huge difference.
Governor Greg Abbott proclaimed September 3rd last year as a day of prayer in the wake of the storm. Vice President Pence said a total of 31,000 federal personnel deployed across the state as part of an all-hands-on-deck effort by the federal government. Ben Kennedy, CBN News, the White House.